Good morning, humanity. It's December 24th, 2018, and this is Mondays with Bev and Paul. And Merry Christmas!
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone.
And happy holidays to you. And my name is Paul.
And my name's Bev.
And I know I'm Paul because it says it on my
It does. Oh, and I know you're Paul. I can read.
You look so festive today yourself.
Thank you.
We were going to put a hat on Bev too, but we didn't want to mess her hair. So
Right.
There's her little cap.
There's my hat. Jingle all the way.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Okay, let's go on.
Yeah,
Oh, we love you all today, and it's a Merry Christmas coming here tomorrow. We're glad we could do Christmas Eve with everybody.
I know. That's lovely.
So we have a great question today. What is the gift of BioTouch?
Great question.
It is.
Who comes up with these questions?
I don't know. They come out of my brain and your brain, and we sort of work it out together.
And some people have actually offered them
We have
to us,
lots
so
of
that's
questions.
awesome.
So if you have a question, send it to us, and
Yeah.
we would love to share the question. Hello, Cheryl.
Hi.
Merry Christmas, Cheryl.
Merry Christmas, Cheryl.
So it's a season.
it is.
It's not just Christmas season, is it?
How interesting that you should say that, because I was just thinking, season greetings.
Oh,
Season's greetings.
yes. So it is the season of light. It's the season of love. It's the season of gift giving. You know, no matter what you believe, there's this exchange of gifts.
Yeah. Oh, well. And of course, there's so much going on at this time of the year, with the solstice, and we have the full moon. And it just seems to be opening up for humanity to just recognize something greater than what we're experiencing in our daily living. There's some kind of it's magical, I think. And the giving of ourselves in many ways is the gift,
So what gift would you like to give humanity? Write it on our, you can comment there. If you could give one thing or two things to humanity, what would be the gift? And we're going to share the gift of BioTouch. Oh, you were going to say something.
No, I was going to say one of the biggest gifts that we do, this foundation does, is the gift of hope.
Yes.
And that's what this season is about. It's about recognizing and remembering. I've said that many times. BioTouch is helping us to remember that there are all of these possibilities within us, and that one of them is it gives us the gift of hope.
Okay, so let's go into some of these gifts. Here again, the question, what is the gift of BioTouch? And again, if you have a particular gift you'd like to give humanity, put it in the comments section. We'd love to vibrate gifts to humanity.
It'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
So we're going to read from our manual. We're going to read the vision statement that we have in our manual.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the vision is to encourage all people to take responsibility for their own health care, empower them to assist others, and create a community of people worldwide dedicated to service, self-awareness, and recognizing the equality of all humanity, thus forming a chain that shall go on indefinitely.
That's very, very powerful.
So the gift of BioTouch. Let's start with the awareness part.
For me, that's where it begins. Because, we have said many times, and it's true, how we recognize each other is in our bodies, because we all have that one thing in common. We all have a body, right? Yes. And we know that all of our memories and all of our trauma and all of our DNA, everything's held in that package, in that body. But what happens in this gift of BioTouch? It begins with the self-awareness. That is really, because until we become aware that this body is holding all of that, that's where the change begins at that level.
And that body is something, when we move into the equality of all humanity, I always am reminded of the Dalai Lama, who says, if you really want to understand the oneness of everything, the oneness of humanity, look at bodies. And if you think about that, that's really the only thing on the planet that we all agree to, that we're all in this body.
That's right.
how we came here, what are we supposed to do while we're here? Is there a soul? Is there a spirit? Whatever. But when you just look at the body, whether you're the wealthy or the poor, whether you're
Yes.
this color or that color, whether you're this belief system or that belief system, when you just look at bodies, we're equal.
That's our common denominator, isn't it?
Yes.
It is the equality in all of us, I think.
And the gift of BioTouch is that's what we address. We don't mess with philosophy. We don't mess with belief system. We don't mess with a hierarchy or, gurus or, teachers or the mentors. What we're bringing you to with BioTouch is a self-awareness. So it's my awareness of myself in relationship to my surroundings.
The Dalai Lama also says that all the dogmas and all of the philosophies, there's only one place that we all go, and it's the heart. It's that is our temple. We go to the heart. Now, BioTouch, we say, is love. That's where it resonates ultimately, in that center, the heart center.
And that's we have Cheryl who's here. So Merry Christmas, you guys. Love is the gift of BioTouch.
Yes.
And Jenny, hi Jenny. Merry
Hi,
Christmas,
Jenny.
Paul and Bev. You are both gifts, not only to BioTouch but to all humanity.
Oh, back at you, Jenny. Yeah.
So yeah, the love part that a love that's not defined. It's not the same kind of love by buying a Subaru or something. Or
right.
the love
right.
that we see on Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
They did have that once for
They
love
did.
Love is Playboy magazine.
Oh wow, we really can go places with that word, can't we?
So we're not trying to define love, but BioTouch can be an expression of that, which takes us to the unspoken part of what love can be. Relationship of love.
Yeah, and when I say that BioTouch, it is for me a divine idea. It holds something. We may not know how to interpret that, but it's a thought that we're holding in our mind, in our hearts, that this is something that humanity is to aspire to. If we don't hold those higher ideals for ourselves, we don't have any hope. And so when we say that BioTouch is love and it brings us into equality with each other, that's the possibility of something greater than what we experience as suffering and pain in our bodies.
And so just by doing a little bit of BioTouch over 30 years now for myself, I've seen amazing results in the experience in the body. That pains can go away and diseases, strokes. We talk about Rose and Larry. Years ago had a stroke, and only now since BioTouch is really moving to a point where he's back on his hands and knees doing tile work again. In the book, The Blind Man Who Began to See. I mean, those are real things. They're not biblical stories. They're colds and flus. The grandchildren ricking on grandma after they first got the manual and helped grandma with her sinus headache.
Right. Well, I've heard you say that, in that self-awareness. Oh, and by the way, bodies get better.
Right.
But that self-awareness is the key, because we get to participate in those changes, and the changes happen with the choices that we're making. We start making different choices, which can lead to an improvement in the quality of our health. But, I'm always reminded of Dr. Bruce Lipton. For me, he's like, okay, that touch, you change the story in the body through love. And right there, it was like, oh my gosh, those two fingers right there, touching another human being, right? Right, begins that journey and the retelling of a story in our cellular level. Oh, it's just amazing.
It is. And I'm reminded Dr. Carol McKenzie just posted, and we posted it on our Facebook page, about touch with babies, especially the premature babies,
Yes.
and how the touch that was necessary to help them build their immune system was a very light touch. It's not a heavy massage. And it even talked about the stroking, which we call sweeps. And the stroking they talked about was like an inch per second, which is slow and deliberate sweeps.
Oh.
So it's, it's so amazing to see all the affirmations in the so-called scientific community that's showing us the power that we possess with BioTouch in helping ourselves and our loved ones.
Well, how about that? The resurrection of the power of touch. That's what's happening. And we're already there. We're already holding, and you have been for many, many years, already holding that concept that touch itself is healing. But in that touching, guess what happens? I'm automatically connected to you physically. Well, I believe we're already connected, as we say in the vision statement, that circle that goes on indefinitely.
So when we do that greeting, this gift, and Gary Schwartz even said it once when I was doing research with him, and we're going to share his words from the book, you pierce this veil between another human being. As you see with the greeting in the solar plexus, it's a most vulnerable place in our body. You're taking two fingers and touching gently like a butterfly. And like Gary said, we really are never touched with that kind of an intention in that place in your body.
Yeah, it's vulnerable. It's a very sacred spot. And when somebody touches you there, you are allowing, there's a trust there. It's safe.
So what is the gift of BioTouch again? How many times have you seen pictures of saints and beings of Jesus all the time?
Yes.
And they're always showing these two fingers.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And there's always these light streams coming out.
It's a like this blessing, this I love you, this powerful, mudra.
Yes,
is what they call it. It's a mudra,
it's
right?
A mudra. It's a
particular
a symbol. It's a hand. And mudras have been around for tens of thousands of years.
Oh my gosh, ancient. Yeah.
So people always wonder, where did BioTouch come from? Norman was a stooge to reawaken something that I truly believe has been around humanity for eons of time. Whatever that means. And he was just the one to reawaken and give humanity back the gift which is our own.
Because the reason that's so powerful is because the fact that every single person on this planet can do it.
Yes.
That, that breaks the mold of all those other wonderful, ancient modalities. But the difference in BioTouch is that it's not just relegated to those who have the money or those who have the time or those who can be initiated. This is a true gift to humanity. Every single one of us. It belongs to us already. It belongs to us.
So we see Holly. Hello, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Welcome, Holly. She runs the Tucson Awakening.
She does.
Journal here.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure in all these Monday shows that you actually learn how to do BioTouch. And this time you have a very special gift because Paul is going to bare his belly. Wow. We're not going to just give you some kind of video. We're going to actually.
This is the real deal.
The real deal. So I'm going to stand up and Bev is going to show you how we do the greeting. Probably if you could do nothing else and you just could do the greeting once a day with your loved ones, I think we could transform humanity.
My goodness. As you leave the house, remember the like Donna Reed, everybody kisses mom goodbye. Everybody does the greeting on the way out the door, right? Have a good day.
So here we go. Bev's going to show you the greeting.
So, of course, we're using the first two fingers of our hand, and we're going to locate point number 1. And if you'll follow the breastbone here, see that where it comes up? There is a real soft tissue right at the bottom of that. Take these two fingers and you want to place them very lightly there.
6 to 8 seconds.
6 to 8 seconds, yes. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is on the back. And if you bend your head forward, this what we call the big bone will pop out. We want to be, again, on the back, 1 to 1.5 inches to the left of that big bone. And you're going to place your fingers right there. And again, hold 6 to 8 seconds. And that is the greeting. And that is like opening up the gift.
Yes, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So we encourage you to join us this season and open the gift of BioTouch with your loved ones, with your family. And again, if you have a special gift you'd like to post on the comment, just a little thought, one word that we can push out to humanity. We want to use this medium to really bring health and healing and happiness to
connectedness.
Everybody. Yes.
Yeah.
So this medium can be used, and we hope that you'll pass this on to your friends in your, whether it's through YouTube or through this Facebook link, or go to our website, justtouch.com, and all the past shows are there too.
Oh yeah, they are. And I just want to say tomorrow is Christmas, but BioTouch is, to use a cliche, it is the gift that keeps on giving every single day for 365 days of the year, not just at Christmas. You can't put it on a shelf. Our bodies are right there in front of us. We see each other all the time. We should see each other all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
We love seeing you every Monday, and we want to close this particular Monday show before Christmas. We want to share with you what Gary Schwartz said to us in his preface to BioTouch Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips. And we're just going to read this last little part.
And Gary says, the kind of love that BioTouch fosters is a high level of love, including empathy, compassion, caring, kindness, gentleness, protection, safety, warmth, gratitude, appreciation, and respect. As you explore Deborah's gracious and grateful book, my wish is that you become filled, as I did, with the wonder and promise that BioTouch offers all of us, our loved ones, the greater humanity, and nature as a whole.
So we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, season's greetings.
We love you all, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you all next week, which will be New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Take care, everybody.
Yes, have a glorious day.